2023 for the Gold Podcast. I'm your host with my boy Flipside. Flip, what's going on, homie? Doing all right?
I wouldn't say I'm doing all right after this last week, but I mean, hey, I'm surviving. It was a rough week, but
This
I mean,
whole week
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, though. I'm doing good.
Yeah, bro. I don't know if it was me or not, but this entire week too was strange as hell. I don't know. Like I kept with all the game. I watched every single highlight of every single game, and this whole week, I don't think there was one normal game this week. But anyway, without further ado, game of the week for last week. What did you have?
Game of the week? Oh man, I don't know. What was a game of the week? I felt like there wasn't many game of the weeks to me. Maybe that Commanders game with the Broncos. That might be the only one I really was like excited about. The Russ Hail Mary at the end kept it real interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that one because I was a little hyped for that one because I really thought that the Broncos had a chance of making a comeback there. I thought they were going to hit the 2-point conversion on the Commanders and make it another overtime shootout game.
Yeah,
that was a good one. My other one that I might go with is I can't go Browns Steelers just because Deshaun Watson kind of killed that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Commanders Broncos. That was a fun game.
Yeah, and there's a double whammy candidate for game of the week and choke of the week, but I'll get to that in a second. But other than that, you're correct. Most improved for this week. Who'd you have?
Most improved? I want to say the Giants, but I mean they almost got shut out by the Cardinals. It felt like. Most improved of the week. I'm not good with the Steelers here. The Steelers battled out with the Browns. I like what I saw. That defense was on point. Offense still needs a little bit of help, but I mean Najee had some big runs. He didn't get going until really late. Oh yeah, Jalen Warren was a beast. It was nice to see that. Unfortunate to see what happened to Chubb. But,
man.
I did like what I saw from that Steelers team. It looks like they might actually save the streak.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, but for me, I would have to say just as a bounce back, the most improved had to be Kansas City. Well, as far as getting in the win column, yeah, but the thing is, there's still a lot more to be seen from them. And wow, and like I'll go. You know, you said the Steelers are the most improved. I'll buy that for $1. And the thing is, they actually needed a statement win, so I'll take that one. Now, now for the choke of the week. I think we know which one that is, don't we?
There was a few, but which one is on your mind?
It's obvious. The Arizona Cardinals. But the thing is, everyone's like, well, you can't really call that because they're tanking. But I don't care. That's not an excuse.
It felt like such a clear, obvious tank to me. Like you smoked their boots in the first half, and then all of a sudden you let them put up 31 in the second.
That's not an excuse.
It was. Ugh. Honestly, I would have given it to the Chargers for choke of the week. I don't know. That team's defense is sorry. Like we're supposed to be a defensive-minded team with a defensive-minded coach, and we are just. Oh my lord. It is just nasty. Maybe the Falcons over the Packers, but I just don't like what this Chargers team is doing. It feels like every time they get an offensive drive going, Ryan Tannehill's out here. Ryan Tannehill should never bomb 60 yards twice in a game ever again.
Oh hell no!
Ever since he left the Dolphins, it should never happen. They let it happen twice and choke a week. I'm giving the Chargers choke a week, personally.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. All right, now, week 3, prime time. We got the San Francisco 49ers going up against the New York Giants. Who you got? Now, this would have been a 5-star match 2 or 3 years ago. Now, not so much. But anyway, who you got?
Wait, what was the game again? Sorry.
The 49ers going up against the Giants.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sorry-ass game. This is what if the Cowboys did it, they shut them out, then the Cardinals shut them out in the first half. Mm-hmm. The 49ers they struggled a little bit against the Rams, but they still cleaned it up. The Giants without Saquon Barkley are getting demolished. And if the 49ers don't like shut them out completely, like the Giants better have like 100 yards of offense tomorrow. Like that's how bad this game should be.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not that bad, then the 49ers are, I don't know.
Yeah.
That defense is a little suspect because no Saquon Barkley. I don't know who they really have on offense, like to catch the ball. I mean, Daniel Jones is throwing it to Slayton and
Darius Slayton
and a banged up Darren Waller and Paris Campbell. Paris Campbell was like a third stringer on the Colts.
Yeah.
Like they don't have anybody, so yeah, this should be a blowout game. This should be like 28-0.
Yeah,
but I mean, hey, who knows? I had it 28-0.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll be a little bit more generous. I'll have it 27-3. I think the Giants get a field goal out of it, but yeah, Saquon Barkley's out for in an undisclosed period of time. They don't want to say how bad the injury is. And you can't just have Daniel Jones running the ball because you're not going to get anywhere. Because as good as that as good as that 9 or 7 front 7 is, if he even thinks about trying to scramble out of the pocket, he's going to get his ass eaten alive. So it's not going to work. They need to try something else. But I don't know if they're going to have 4 quarters to try to cook up something. Unless they know something we don't, this game could get ugly in a hurry. Yeah, give me the Niners. Give me the Niners 27-3.
I mean, Daniel Jones is not doing anything against his defense.
No. Oh.
He got cooked by the Cardinals. Like they only won because the Cardinals they're tanking.
Yeah.
It was a script. It was 100% a script.
Yeah.
100,000% a script.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me anything different.
Yeah.
It better be like 40-0 tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got the Denver Broncos going up against the Miami Dolphins. Who you got? Dolphins, Broncos.
Dolphins, Broncos. It feels like this Broncos defense is a little suspect this year, so I'm not really a big fan of them. I mean, Miami is just Miami. As long as Tua's head isn't banging up against the turf, they should be fine. Raheem Mostert is actually looking good in the running game, surprisingly. I thought he would have a little, all right year. But, I guess when Tyreek and Waddle are out there, you can run all you want because the defense has to check on them at all times.
Of course.
Russ, I can't say he's back.
No.
I can't say Russ is going to go out there and outduel Tua.
I think he's a better quarterback than Tua is at this point.
Jerry Jeudy's still kind of like battling that hamstring injury, so I can't sit here and be confident that this Broncos defense is going to be able to stop the Dolphins. So I'll go with the Dolphins winning this one. Say like 27-16.
Now the Broncos have yet to have a statement win. They're 0-2, which is kind of surprising to me. But this is actually going to be a closer game than a lot of people give credit for. I'm looking right now. Miami's only favored by 2.5 to win. Do you take that bet? Like I said, because the Broncos have the tools to win, but it's all going to be a matter of execution, and it's going to be on Russell Wilson's shoulders. Like I said, I personally think that he's a better quarterback than Tua, but it's just that Tua at this point has better weapons than him, and they got a better running game too. And the Broncos' run defense has not been that good. That's one of the reasons why they lost last week, because they had the ball run down their damn throats. But man, give me the Dolphins 24-17 over the Broncos. I can't believe I'm saying this. They start 0-3. All right, next up.
It's the Broncos. It's not like it's Peyton Manning's Broncos.
It's
2023 Broncos.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm giving the Broncos way too much credit, but I don't know. Maybe I'm probably.
Russ ain't done enough to give this much confidence from you.
Yeah, I'm probably expecting too much out of them, but hey, that's just me. All right, next. Anyway, without further ado, AFC East matchup: New England Patriots going up against the New York Jets. Who you got? Patriots, Jets.
Patriots, Jets. The Patriots have been battling a little bit on both sides of the ball. I'm not mad at it. If it was Aaron Rodgers, obviously this would be a much different game. But you got Zach Wilson up there, so it's a much different game. Man, do I expect the Jets defense to stop Mac Jones enough to let Zach Wilson kind of like weasel his way into a win? Maybe, but I think Belichick has his number. I feel like every time I look at Patriots Jets highlights, Belichick is just making it a nightmare out there for that guy. So I say the streak continues. Give me the Patriots in this one. Low scoring game though. I'd say like 17-13 over the Jets.
As it stands right now, the Patriots are favored by a field goal to win. And yeah, you're right. You know, they've been battling, you know, like I said, they're 0-2. And what better way to get a win? You know, they had the first win of the season than against the Jets. The Jets have a hell of a running game, though. They can run the football down the field, but is that going to be enough? I think all Mac Jones has to do is be serviceable. And it would also help if the defense pitched a shutout, but I don't have faith in that Patriots defense to pitch a shutout. So it's all about who you like better in a shootout. Oh boy. Man. You know what? I actually am gonna go Jets in this. And this will be the Patriots' first 0-3. If they lose, this will be their first 0-3 start in how long? Jesus.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
I don't know if the Patriots going 0-3 though. Not with Zach Wilson at the quarterback.
I mean, you never know.
They might be a couple pick sixes.
Yeah. Something crazy like that. I mean, I just feel comfortable picking the Jets in this game more.
Maybe Breece Hall has a game. That could be true.
Maybe. All right, but anyway, without further ado, AFC South matchup. You got the Houston Texans going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who you got? Texans, Jags.
The Texans didn't look too bad this week. I mean, CJ Stroud was out there balling. I thought he was going to be a little bit more iffy because he had the shoulder injury, but I mean, he went there and he threw it pretty well. I just don't think that this team defensively is good enough to stop anybody. It feels like they finally got their offensive issues settled. Now, you know, defense is back to being dog water. I think as a rookie, Stroud just can't. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep up with Trevor Lawrence and them. Trevor Lawrence, he's getting more weapons every year. I think he likes Ridley a lot. He's got Zay Jones and Kirk out there. ETN is pretty nice in the run game. And then you look over at the Texans, like I like Dameon Pierce. I think Dameon Pierce is cool, but I don't think he's there just yet, or if he'll ever be there, or if they'll ever trust him enough to get there. So it's like I can't really trust him to go out there and outduel Trevor Lawrence, and that defense damn sure ain't going to help him out in any way. So, yeah, give me the Jags in this one. Jags 31, Texans 20.
Now, if the Jaguars can hold Kansas City under 20 points, what the hell do you think that defense is going to do to the Texans, as green and as inexperienced as they are? They might be able to get it.
I mean, that Kansas City offense ain't that great.
It doesn't matter.
Being honest,
but it doesn't matter if they're that great or not, because the Texans' offense ain't better than Kansas City's offense. It doesn't matter. Like I said,
when they was playing, they might be.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but I mean, like I said, because right now the Texans' offense is green as hell. They're inexperienced. So, yeah,
CJ Stroud went out there and threw like 350 yards.
Yeah,
I can't knock him. If he's throwing the ball like that and he's got the receivers and the chemistry to do that, they're missing the defense.
Yeah,
the defense just needs to step up, but I don't think they got the defense yet.
I think the reason why is because he was playing balls to the wall.
That's the issue here. I think the offense is fine. It's just Trevor Lawrence is about to ball out on these guys.
Oh yeah.
If he don't, then I mean, it might be a game.
He might shred their. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is going to shred their secondary, and I think that ATN might have a 120+ yard game on the ground. So yeah. Oh boy, going ahead and give me the Jags. Let's say 27-17 over the Texans. I'll give the Texans some credit. They're going to fight, but it's not going to be enough. Next up, this is a very interesting one. The Tennessee Titans going up against the Cleveland Browns without Nick Chubb. Whoo, boy, who you got? Titans, Browns.
Man, Derrick Henry's a little banged up. Don't think that he's gonna be out the game. I think Derrick Henry banged up means he might get like 15 plus touches instead of 25.
Yeah.
I don't really see that being an issue. I think the issue here is if Deshaun Watson can go out there and get the ball to Amari Cooper and his guys, which I think he should. The Titans' run defense has always been good. It's been good the last couple of years. I don't think Nick Chubb being out is going to be the main effect of this game. I think Kareem Hunt can slot in there, no problem. He knows the offense. What was his name? Jerome Ford. He looked good out there in the run game too.
Yeah. He actually got a rushing touchdown against us. 60 yards. I think he broke for like 50 yards, something like that.
Yeah, and if he can do that against y'all, then I mean, hey, he might have a couple of yards against the Titans. I just think the Titans' weakness is the secondary, and I don't know if Deshaun Watson is efficient enough right now. I just don't know. I mean, Amari Cooper was out there balling against the Steelers. I think it comes down to that. I think it comes down, can Deshaun Watson have a good game through the air, because I think the Browns are going to have to rely on him through the air for the rest of the season. I'm going to say, yeah. I feel like it's going to be a no, though, but I'm going to have a little faith in him. Give me the Browns in this 23-20 over the Titans.
Yeah, Watson's a better quarterback than Tannehill, but Derrick Henry's a better he's a better running back. Even I'll take a 75% Derrick Henry over damn near almost any running back in the damn league. But if this is and the thing is, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if this is a low-scoring game either. It wouldn't surprise me if this game is like a 14-17, 10-14 kind of game either. It wouldn't shock me with the way both of these teams are right now. Oh, but man, I think it's going to be another one of those slow, grindy, ground and pound kind of games. But yeah, I think the Browns bounced back from their loss last week. I hope not, as they're in our division, but still, give me the Browns 21-18 over the Titans. All right, next up. Oh, this could be a potential game of the week here. You got the 2-0 Falcons going up against the 1-1 Lions. Who you got? Falcons, Lions.
The Bijan era.
Yeah.
That man is carrying that team. And the Lions are losing so many people in their defense.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like their defense is dropping like flies right now.
And they ain't got Amon-Ra St. Brown either.
Could actually make this a game and a half.
Yeah.
They had a pretty good game against the Packers. Drake London actually was able to catch the ball for once.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts, I think he's still missing in action there, but I mean, hey, at least someone's catching balls in that offense.
Right.
I don't know. I know David Montgomery's out, but I feel like that's just ammo to get Jahmyr Gibbs out there balling. Do I? I feel like I want to go with the Falcons here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna. For some reason, I just feel like Jared Goff. I feel like any team where the passing game is better than the other teams, there's too much hope for me to bet against it. Desmond Ridder he is the definition of mediocre.
Yeah,
so
he's been getting bailed out by that high-end talent is bailing his ass out.
Yeah, and I can't be sitting there like, Bijan about to run for 300 yards or something and save him against the Lions. I mean, he probably doesn't have to do all that, but I mean, St. Brown is nice. Yeah. And that's kind of like the deciding factor. St. Brown and Gibbs are both some guys that can now, go out there and make a big play for that team. And the Falcons defense, we know, it's notoriously bad.
Oh, yeah, they can't hold on.
We got to go to the Lions here. I'm going to say 24-17 Lions.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm right there with you. If the Lions are ever gonna, if the Falcons are gonna take an L, it's gonna be right here against the Lions. Give me the Lions in actually a close one. It's gonna. And the thing is, this is the Falcons' second NFC North opponent straight. So yeah, what? Damn, yeah. Shoot. Hopefully, I don't regret this, but the Detroit's favored by 3.5 to win. I'll take that bet. So give me the Lions 24. Yeah, I'll say 24-17 over the Falcons. All right, next up. Oh, we got the Green Bay Packers going up against the New Orleans Saints. Who you got? Saints Packers.
Saints Packers. No Jamal Williams. Kamara on the ground. Packers. No Aaron Jones. I think.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Dillon was all right. He wasn't the greatest, but that's probably why they lost to the Falcons. No Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Packers in this one for some reason. For some reason, I'm just getting like this weird feeling that this is a Packers game. Something about Derek Carr. I feel like Jair Alexander is going to shut down Olave, and that's going to lead to slant God. I mean, I don't know if Michael Thomas can take over a game anymore. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but
and I think I'm ready to give Jordan Love his flowers. I think I am.
He's not bad. He's better than I thought he would be. I thought he was going to be like on Justin Fields level, but he's actually looking like he could be a top 15 quarterback. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be a duel. I mean, any game with Derek Carr on the other end is always going to be a duel because this guy just knows how to, either extend the play or throw on fourth down, or not fourth down, but third down and get a pass interference call. Yeah, I'll lean with the Packers here. I'm going to say Packers, another close game for them, 24-23.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. Now, the Saints, I actually picked the Saints to win the division this year. But yeah, like these two teams are not really that familiar with each other. But the thing is, there's fireworks that happen every time. But we are long since past the era of Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers. But anyway, man, and you're right. There's some key pieces missing. And, I think the Saints are going to suffer more from it than the Packers because the Packers, they got a plan B. The Saints, well, like I said, Chris Olave can burn the hell out of you. They need to focus on locking him down for sure. And like I said, they don't have to worry about the running game so much, but still. Give me the Packers 23-21 over the Saints. Next up, you got the Washington Commanders going up against the Buffalo Bills. Oh, wow. Now, Washington has been fighting all season long. And the thing is, they're 2-0, and they have – a lot of people say that they are a fraudulent 2-0. I beg to differ. They have fought tooth and nail for every single win they got this year. So I'm not ready to say that. But anyway, without further ado, who you got? Bills, Commanders.
My brain is saying Bills, but I mean, Commanders have been nice ever since they hired what's his name from the Chiefs, Eric Bieniemy or something. I forget. I don't know how to say his name. But he's been up there showing that, it wasn't all Andy Reid. Because I think they said this is like the first time in I don't know how long that the Commanders have actually scored over 27 points in a game or something crazy sad stat. Yeah, the offense looks good, and they have Sam Howell at quarterback. Sam Howell, of all people at quarterback, has the Commanders at 2-0. I gotta say that they're actually a threat in that division. Maybe even that conference. We'll see. Chase Young gets back. That team might be a playoff contender because that's all they're really missing is Chase Young on defense.
Pretty much.
So against the Bills. I don't know if I can trust him to actually ball out against the Bills, though. I think it's close, but I mean the Bills are really there. They're in win now mode right now. There's nothing really stopping them from taking over this game for me. Yeah, I can't trust Sam Howell to beat Josh Allen and the Bills. Yeah, the Commanders are going 2-1. Unless the Bills have another like derpy game where Josh Allen just I don't know if he's not feeling it or something. as a Joe Burrow-esque game out there. I don't think that the Commanders are going to be able to do that to him. Maybe it's like a rain game or something. They get lucky. But this should be a Bills game, in my opinion. Give me the Bills over the Commanders. We'll say like 33-23.
All right. If the Bills don't win here, there is something wrong. Well, I you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that if the Bills don't win here, then the Commanders are gonna be a legit threat. But I see
the Bills here. Yeah, they're a scary team in the NFC.
They will officially be legit. But I mean, can we catch lightning in a bottle? Can they catch lightning in a bottle? That remains to be seen. I mean, we all know what the Bills can bring to the table. But this is going to be a real test for the Commanders. And, and the thing is, like I said, they've earned every win they have. I mean, they only got 2 wins, but still, I mean, the running game looks good. Sam Howell, he's, for what he is, he as inexperienced as he is, he's balling. He's slinging the hell out of that rock. And that O-line is coming to fruition. But is that Bills offense going to be too much for them? I say the Bills, all they need to do is just be themselves. The Commanders are going to need to play perfect, mistake-free football. That includes down to coaching. But Buffalo is favored by 4 points to win as of now. And I'll actually take that bet. Give me the Bills 28-24 over Washington. Next up, this is a very, very weird game. You got the LA Chargers 0-2 versus the Minnesota Vikings. Also 0-2. This joke is weird because I expected both of these teams to be 2-0 at this point. Yeah, I expected both of them to be 2-0 at this point, but they're 0-2, which is weird. But anyway, who you got? Vikings, Chargers.
I don't even know anymore. This is a battle of 2 sorry-ass teams.
I'm not ready to call them sorry yet. I'm not ready to do it. Like I said, it's 2 games.
They're most talented teams that are playing sorry right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. They both suffer from the same thing. 2 good offenses that have some sorry-ass defenses selling the game every time. Justin Jefferson, he deserves better. He should not be putting up 150 yards a game, and they're still losing. I don't know what's going on. I mean, they did go out and get Cam Akers, so maybe he'll be a deciding factor there. The Chargers have a terrible run defense. I mean, they have a terrible pass defense too, letting Ryan Tannehill throw 60-yard bombs on them. Hell, for all we know, Justin Jefferson might break the record on Sunday. I don't know. Maybe betting on the Chargers is the wrong thing. Maybe my superstitions should be to bet against them again. So that's what I'm gonna do. Close game. Give me the Vikings over the Chargers. I'll say like 31-28.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I'll go ahead and take that too. I will say that this is going to be one of the higher scoring games because both of these games can score. The secondary for both of these teams are made out of paper mache. The secondary ain't scary anymore for each team. So it's going to come down to a shootout. But man, like I said, I really expected better of both teams, but they're 0-2. So, hey, somebody got to get their first win, unless some crazy ass thing happens like a draw, which I don't really expect. I'm not gonna say I don't expect it because it's the NFL. You never really know. Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? I can't believe I'm saying because, like I said, I can't stomach the thought of either of these teams being 0-3 right now. You should see the look on my face right now that I got. I can't stomach it.
One of them's going to be 0-3, and I don't know who exactly, but I don't think they deserve to be 0-3 on their team. But
no.
I mean, the way they've been playing on defense, it's looking like it's definitely going to be that. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. But, yeah, give me the Chargers. No, you know what? I'm going to take the Chargers. Give me the Chargers 27-24 over the Vikings. Next up, you got the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are balling right now, but the rate going up against the 2-0 Ravens. Like I said, I would give the Colts all the damn credit in the world. The Ravens, I don't know what the hell it is, but every time the Ravens win, they take a significant hit. somebody gets hurt every time they win a damn game. It's almost like they're being sacrificed. I can't stand to say that, but it's the truth. But yeah, man, who you got? Colts, Ravens.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if Anthony Richardson is going to play. I'm pretty sure he is. I mean, concussion protocol.
Yeah, game time. He's a game time decision.
Against the Ravens, I mean, that defense is nice.
Yeah.
But
they're beat up. And it's 2 weeks. We're 2 weeks into the season, and they're already beat up.
Yeah, and then, I mean, Zach Moss is back for the Colts as their fill-in for Jonathan Taylor for now, and he actually was carrying the ball pretty well last week. So it looks like the run game is pretty much established. I mean, Anthony Richardson, I don't know if they're going to let him run too much this week because, you know, he just got his brain scrambled. But even then, he was getting the ball to Michael Pittman pretty well. I don't know about the Ravens, though. The Ravens, I mean, they really don't need much to ball out. I mean, they lost J.K. Dobbins, and it didn't really feel like it mattered. I mean, they still got Justice Hill and Gus Edwards out there. I know defensively they're a little banged up, though, which is why I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a bit closer. I don't know. Lamar, I mean, Lamar's Lamar. I'm not expecting him to have, like, some crazy MVP season again. But, I mean, he does enough to get his team points. Does enough to get the wins most of the time. Against the Colts, I kind of expect that same thing to happen. I mean, the Colts did hang, like 30-something on the Texans, though.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they beat the Bengals. The Texans really ain't that great. So, I mean... Like I was complaining about their defense being sorry earlier. Colts defense is actually pretty solid. I mean, I know they let Trevor Lawrence put up like 30-something on them, and they've been having little battles. I mean, you shouldn't let the Texans have C.J. Stroud put up 350 yards on you, but I mean, Lamar's not really a passer like that. I feel like. I'm still going to lean with the Ravens here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts win. I just think the Ravens are more established. They don't have a rookie throwing in out there. Give me the Ravens in this. I'll say 23-17.
Yeah. I can already tell that I love Anthony Richardson to death. But, I mean, like I said, he's going to be a game-time decision, and with the way that Ravens defense plays, it should not be a smart. I think he should try to focus on being more of a passing quarterback in this one than more of a scrambling QB. But we all exactly, you know, Lamar is Lamar. We already know what the hell he's going to do. But, yeah, man, go ahead and give me the Ravens in this game. Give me the Ravens, let's say 27-17. That's fair. 27-17 over the Colts. Next up, we got the 0-2 Panthers going up against the 1-1 Seahawks. Man, this is weird. I mean, the thing is, I like the Seahawks in this season. I actually had them as one of my dark horses for the NFC. And the Panthers, they just they're still trying to find themselves. They're trying to figure out their identity and exactly who and what they want to be this year. But yeah, who you got? Panthers, Seahawks.
Seahawks should actually win this game. The Panthers, they're trying to find their identity on offense. The defense is all right, but Bryce Young he's an all right quarterback. He's not anything special.
Right.
Not yet, at least. You also see who he's throwing it to, so it's not like he's really got like some like great receivers out there that are gonna like elevate his game.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Sanders, I don't know. He's already banged up, which is like typical of Miles Sanders. So I don't see them running him like a bell cow anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But even when they try to get the run game established, it's not really happening. Probably because I mean, when your receivers aren't really a threat out there, they're just going to stack the box on Miles Sanders of all people. It's not like he's Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be just more the same though. Nothing about the Panthers seems like a real threat out there, and the Seahawks. I mean, they're not really the greatest team either, but I mean, you still got Kenneth Walker out there. You still got DK and Tyler Lockett. What's his name? Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's actually looking pretty good for a rookie. Mm-hmm. So I mean, Geno's got weapons out there, and I mean, the Panthers defense isn't going to do enough to let Bryce Young keep them in this game.
Yeah,
I just don't see it happening. Mm-hmm. Give me the Seahawks in this. I'll say like 24-16 over the Panthers.
Yeah, I'll take that bet as well. It's Geno time. Geno has proved that he's more than a serviceable quarterback. That he fits well into that Seahawks system, and like I said, the Panthers are still trying to figure themselves out. Now, mind you, they fought in their losses. They've had it to get blown out, but still, I think this might be one of those uglier games for them. So go on ahead and give me the Seahawks 27-14 over the Panthers. Next up, we got the 0-2 Chicago Bears going up against the 1-1 Kansas City Chiefs. Now, hear me out. A lot of people say, "Oh, this dude must have money on the Bears." Y'all say this is going to be a run through for the Chiefs. I say trap game. You want to know why? Because this is going to be the second NFC North team that the Chiefs have went up against, and they did not fare so well against them. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the Chiefs. I ain't saying that the Bears are as good as the Lions. I ain't saying that at all. I'm just saying that they're going to be
close.
Yeah. Oh no, not even close. But I mean, if the Chiefs were to blow this game, I would not be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked in the slightest. And you probably were like, "What the hell is this nigga smoking?" But I mean, we've seen weirder things. We've seen a lot of weirder things, and by no means am I going to think that that Patrick Mahomes is going to get outdueled by Justin Fields. Ain't no way in hell. But like I said, if the Chiefs were to drop a game, it will be this one because we wouldn't see it coming at all. But anyway, who you got? Bears, Chiefs.
Bears, Chiefs.
Yes.
I mean, they have a whole scandal going on right now, so I mean that's not helping them out.
Yeah.
Justin Fields just called out his coaches and then tried to run it back after they probably try to bench him for the backup quarterback
because he's not wrong
on his coaches. The Bears team was already in a bad place as it was. They have a whole FBI investigation going on right now. I'm sure that's going to hamper their little game plan for the Chiefs this week. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm calling conspiracy. I think that the NFL snitched on the Bears so that the Chiefs could get a second win. They got to keep the script going for Patrick Mahomes.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs should clean up this Bears team pretty easy. I mean, Justin Fields is talking about he's not going to go out there and think, and he's just going to play the game, which, I mean, usually leads to someone getting like 3 picks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Chiefs defense might have a field day on Sunday.
Mm.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs in this, like 28-13, I guess.
Mm. Yeah. I'm gonna stick to my I'm gonna stick to my narrative of if there's a Chiefs game to be blown, it will be this one because it's like, oh no, this is too good to be true. It's too good to be true. They should run through this one. Like I said, we've seen crazier things happen, but you're right in the sense of with everything going on in the Chicago Bears locker room, it should be a cakewalk. I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk. I think it's going to be a very, very tough and hard-fought game because people are expecting it to be a run-through. Like I said, for me, this is a certified trap game. But I am going to play it safe and pick the Chiefs. I just think it's going to be closer than people give it credit for. So give me the Chiefs 31-23 over the Chicago Bears. Next up, we've got the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my God. The Dallas Cowboys going up against the Arizona Cardinals. Who you got?
Oh, this is gonna be a Giants versus Cowboys 2.0.
All over again.
I mean, I like Josh Jobs. I mean, he just don't have anybody to throw to. D-Hop left. Marquise Brown is there. I mean, okay. Let me not say that because Marquise Brown and Rondale Moore did hold it down. Their issue was that Kyler Murray is like 2 feet tall and can't see over the line, and therefore he can't throw the ball to them. Josh Dobbs is a little different. They still got James Conner while he's healthy before he, has his annual ankle injury.
Oh, boy.
So I mean, they should put up a little bit of points. But yeah, this Cowboys team is probably just going to destroy them if we're being honest here. I mean, they really don't have to do anything on offense. This Cowboys defense is nasty. It feels like anytime anyone even steps back into the pocket, they're already, at risk of being sacked. It's kind of unfair if you think about it. I wish I had that D-line on my team. I should have. I mean, we got Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, and they can't even get that much pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, I don't even know who they have.
I got the Cowboys in my fantasy, so
Michael
yeah.
Parsons, but it feels like they got 5 Aaron Donalds on that team because it is just sad to see these quarterbacks struggle to even get the ball out. The Cardinals' offensive line isn't going to do any better than the Giants did, and I don't even know who they played last week, but I think it was Jets last week, right? Yeah, Jets. The Jets' offensive line didn't do any good either. It's probably gonna be like a 30-10 game. So I mean, they're already tanking anyway, so they're probably thinking, "Oh, this is a blessing." So yeah, 30-10, maybe 30-7. Yeah, 30-7.
Yeah,
Cowboys. Easiest schedule in the league.
You're right. I mean, I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Like there's nothing they can do. I mean, well, like I said, unless the NFL script is real and they want to try to make a game out of it and make it less obvious. But yeah, go ahead, give me the Cowboys 33-13 over the Arizona Cardinals. Next up, prime time. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers going on the road against the Las Vegas Raiders. Who you got? Steelers, Raiders.
Steelers, Raiders.
First road game for the Steelers.
The Raiders are like a Super Bowl contending team. I don't know if the Steelers can hang with them. I feel like the Raiders are it's gonna be like Cowboys Giants 2.0.
Wow.
It might be the Raiders putting up 40 and the Steelers might get shut out here. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, I know. I can smell the sarcasm a mile away. Ain't no way in hell with that Steelers defense. Like, yeah.
No, I can't trust this Raiders team. This Raiders team it's stinky. You downgraded at quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo has not shown, Jimmy Garoppolo, my bad, not Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo has not shown that he is that guy for that team. It looks like they're just gonna let Josh Jacobs rot. I don't know what's going on with that. Devontae Adams is hurt. There goes your number one weapon. That defense is looking a little suspect. Kenny Pickett might actually have a game this year. This one, as much as I hate to say it, the Steelers might save Tomlin's streak.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of rooting for the streak to get broken, just for things to get a little interesting.
Right,
but they might save the streak if they're getting games like this. Because the Raiders. They're not the Raiders from previous years. Definitely not. Derek Carr carried that team, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Give me the Steelers in this one. I think the defense carries enough for Pickett to get it to Pickens and Najee to actually have a game. Jaylen Warren to actually have a game. Give me the Steelers in this 23-16 over the Raiders.
I actually got this a low-scoring game, somewhat of a low-scoring game. But I followed the Pittsburgh Steelers my whole life, and history has shown that the Raiders are somehow our kryptonite. We struggle against them. Well, actually, against the last time we faced them was on Christmas Eve of last year, and we actually won 16-13. But and thing is, the Las Vegas is actually favored to win because they're at home. But you're right. Jimmy Garoppolo is, he's not showing the same spark he was when he was with the Niners. And yeah, that Steelers defense is going to be devastating. They can eat him alive. If that O-line don't step up, they're going to eat him for breakfast. But yeah, and the thing is, as much as I like the Steelers, and as much as their defense is top tier, I don't think that they can keep this up for 16 more games. But I think this might be one of the games where Alex Highsmith and T.J. Watt, I think this might be the game where they feast. And all the thing is, all Kenny Pickett has to do is not turn the ball over. All he has to do is not make rookie, sophomore mistakes, and the running game got to be up to par. So give me the Steelers in this game, 20-16. All right, next up, you got the Philadelphia Eagles going on the road against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who you got? Eagles, Bucks, and they're both 2-0.
Eagles, Bucks. I mean, if you want to talk about a fluky start to a season, give me the Bucks in that one. The Eagles might go up 3-0. We might see another year where the Eagles are like 8-0 to start the year. Nothing about the Bucks is exciting. I mean, I guess the exciting part is that Baker is actually going out there and just saying screw it and throwing the ball to Mike Evans and Godwin. Yeah. He's got Mike Evans looking like he might have a 1,500-yard season. So while I'm saying that the Bucks are a little fluky, I mean, he is balling out.
Yeah, he's playing risky. He's playing like he don't give a damn. He's like, oh, well, screw it.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Whenever it feels like anybody who plays for the Bucks besides Tom Brady is just in that screw mentality. Yeah. Like we saw Ryan Fitzpatrick, he was having like 400-yard games, and then Jameis went out and had a 30-30 year. This might be Baker's fucking season. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be upset if it was like a trap game for the Eagles. I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt here because, I mean, I see them as a team that's, Super Bowl bound. I don't see the Bucks as that team anymore. Even with Tom Brady on that team, it already felt like the wheels are falling off. So give me the Eagles in this one close game. I would say 27-24 over the Bucks.
Now, you're right. I mean, a lot of people are saying that the Bucks are probably the most fraudulent 2-0 team, the most fluky and fraudulent 2-0 team, and I'd be inclined to agree. And what would make this statement even more accurate is if they completely get blown out by the Eagles. I think it's going to be more competitive than people give it credit for, but I'm still going to play and say, I'm going to play.
As much as I want to say they're fluky, I mean, Mike Evans is out there balling.
Oh,
you can't deny that he's out there looking like he's 25 again. So,
but their defense is shaky. The Bucks' defense is very, very shaky. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm kind of just like a little iffy on there. I think offensively they can hang with the Eagles. If Baker's just going to go out there and just throw it efficiently like he's been doing, I guess you can call it efficiently.
Yeah.
But I just think the Eagles are just a better team, so I got to give them the benefit of the doubt here.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like some upset game, but yeah, I got the Eagles.
All right. Yeah, I got the Eagles too. Give me the Eagles. Let's say 27 to. I'll say 27-17 over the Bucks. And last but not least, you got a Super Bowl rematch. We got the LA Rams going up against the 0-2 Cincinnati Bengals. Who you got? Bengals, Rams. And the Rams are at home. I'm sorry, the Bengals are at home.
Man, I don't know. Okay, Joe Burrow's not playing in this game. And if he is, it doesn't even matter because that calf is still messed up.
Yeah.
The Bengals might go 0-3.
Yikes.
Yeah, the Bengals are going 0-3. If Joe Burrow doesn't play, I'm pretty sure they're making him sit out. But I think they're saying positive update on calf injury. He could play. Some people were talking about he might get shut down. Hard to say if he's going to play. I'm gonna go with the notion that he doesn't play. I think they rest him a week. That's my thought process on that. And in that case, the Bengals defense it's all right, but the way that homeboy, what's his name, Paku Nakua, has been playing, it's looking like they got Cooper Kupp out there anyway. It looks like they sent Cam Akers off, and they're kind of chilling with Kyron out there in the backfield. So, I mean, as long as Matt Stafford's healthy, that team is it's in the driver's seat to go to the playoffs. Because Aaron Donald's on the other side, and Aaron Donald can always make a play. You can triple team him, and he'll somehow still get a sack on you. So, I mean, no Joe Burrow just seems nasty. And I know their backup is like some guy who's only played like 7 snaps in the NFL. So, yeah, give me the Rams in this. I'm going with Joe Burrow sitting. The Rams are going to win 30-13 over the Bengals.
Oh wow, that's a pretty wide margin.
Because no Joe Burrow. If they don't have Joe Burrow out there, then it's a little iffy.
Yeah, that's true. It could get ugly without Joe Burrow. I mean, the only thing they might have to run on is the running game, and even that's not going to be enough against. If he runs into a wall known as Aaron Donald, if he runs smack dab into the wall known as Aaron Donald, it's going to get really, really ugly. And is Cooper Kupp back yet?
He is not back until week 5. So, but I mean, they don't really need him. They got the rookie balling out.
Oh yeah,
I think he's put up like 150 yards each game down here. He's basically baby Justin Jefferson. I think he's number 2 in the NFL right now in receiving yards.
Right.
So I mean, hey, no Cooper Kupp, no problem apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I mean, as a Steelers fan, I'd love nothing more than to see this. I'd love nothing more than to see them go 0-3 to start the year. But yeah, give me the Rams 27-21 over the Bengals. But all right then, that'll do it for the Week 3 edition of the NFL 4th and Goal podcast. Got any thoughts before we sign out tonight?
Hopefully, I'm betting against them. Superstitious. My superstitions say that if I bet against my team, they win.